So now that we got the Duke Fisher on wings, today we're going to go ahead and make a chlorophyte farm. I've already started doing this on Terraria Ranger Danger, but now we're going to do something a little bit different. Now for those who need chlorophyte bullets and such, you know it's nice to have a nice stable supply of chlorophyte somewhere. As I get tongue-tied saying it. Anyway, it's nice to have a supply somewhere that constantly regrows, and we all know that chlorophyte ore regenerates at certain levels. Now, of course, you don't have to place it in the underground jungle biome in order for it to grow properly. It'll grow anywhere as long as it's in the cavern area at least. So that way, you can go ahead and place it down there and set up yourself a little farm. Which is what we're about to do. It's quite simple. Now, we're going to go and place a little area. And then the thing is to place another block at least 30 blocks away from where you originally placed your first block. So as long as it's not within 30 block range, then you should be good. Be very mindful of how you place it, as I just got completely lost. Because if you don't place it properly, it will not grow. It'll only grow so many chlorophyte ore blocks within a certain radius. That's a thing. So that explains why some of the chlorophyte ore, when it's farmed, it doesn't always grow properly. It is because it's not properly placed. And I believe I should be in a nice little region down here where I can go ahead and start setting up my farm. Yes, we're down here with the lava, so that's good. We should be at a pretty good distance. Okay, I'll begin setting it up, and then we'll come back when it's ready. Okay, so here's the first of my farm spots. Basically, it's a little tiny square. I'm going to take one piece of chlorophyte ore and slam it in there like so. Now, in a case like this where you have the halo or maybe even a corruption around, you probably want to create like a little bit of buffer area, so you want to create a nice little gap between, so that way there's no problems. I just create a little tiny block. I got one little piece in there. This generally should be pretty good for the most part. Now for the 30 block part, I've actually created a little hallway around here, so I'm just going to run down this hallway. I didn't really count out 30 blocks, but if you really want to be precise about it, go ahead and measure from the edge of your one farm, and use the ruler as accessory to go all the way across, and find another spot to go ahead and create your next little block. Now this is the bad spot about putting it into an active area like the halo or corruption, is you're going to have a ton of people just constantly knocking down your door. Alright, so if I can just make my little spot right here, I'll finish this off. And I'll make another little gapped area, so that way I can go ahead and put my second farm down. Of course it helps to actually have the Mystic Razor Blade Typhoon here, so I can just go ahead and mow these guys down like there ain't no real tomorrow, right? So, there's no real pattern or anything to this. There's no real major rhyme or reason. It's a little tiny block area. Be sure to go ahead and leave a little hole somewhere. No, I didn't do it properly this time, but you get the general sense of how it goes. I'm just going to go ahead and make a little pathway around, trying not to die to these guys. Thankfully, on top of the Mystic Razor Blade Typhoon here, killing is relatively a step. There we go. Alright, lighting's not really much of an issue. I've heard some people say don't leave it bright or else the light could be an issue. I never found it to be a problem. The only problem I really found was the fact that you really have to watch out for spacing issues. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, why can't my pickaxe be chosen? Why can't the pick be chosen? There we go. So with that, like I said, generally this should hold up. Whoa, come on, dude. Seriously? Again, maybe this world was not the best way to show you how to do set up a farm, but you get the general sense of it. There we go. And I can just simply go out another 30 blocks to go ahead and do that. That is, if these guys will allow me. I've already got plenty of chlorophyte, so it's not like it's a major issue. But at least now, if I needed more, or I needed to go ahead and do something with it, we do have some kind of farm set up. In a proper area, it will grow up to 24 blocks around. So it's what? About a 25 block area. Now, I didn't really count out these little blocks, but generally there should be no real problem here. To go ahead and respawn is quite simple. All you gotta do is get some mud, or take some dirt, and get it next to water to craft more mud, and just go ahead and go from there. Really that easy. Now, I think it may be easier to go ahead and just do the 30 blocks across, Get out of here, you. So that way, you won't have to worry about up and down or going vertical, trying to determine, whoa, where the actual 30 mark's at. As we can see, doing a quick little progress report, we already got a little bit of growth right down here, so that's a good sign. Good sign indeed. I've got 3 little farm areas set up, so it's not a lot, but it's definitely better than having nothing, which, you know, what can you say? Like I said, I believe it's a little bit easier to just go horizontal than just vertical, because that way you ain't gotta worry about trying to count out what you need. And if you really want to know for sure 100%, just go ahead and get the ruler accessory from the Tinkerer, the Goblin Tinkerer. Get out of here, you. Holy crap. Anyway, yeah, that does it for a little bit of farm area. So, I mean, I wish I had more torches to actually go ahead and make this one. Yeah, I do have more torches. Go figure. I can make them. Ah! There we go. So, we'll see. I'll be keeping a periodic eye on this thing. If you want to keep an eye on it to see how it grows, best bet is probably to go ahead and run around the map for a little bit. Get lost, run around, go from edge to edge, and just kill some time here, and come back eventually to see how it goes. Now, the time it took me to go ahead and build these 2, we've already had this one over here growing. So who knows? After some more time passes and we do some other stuff, we'll see how long it takes to go ahead and get more chlorophyte ore. Very awesome indeed. Then again, we may actually have some more chlorophyte ore here somewhere else anyway, so who knows? Alright, we're out of here. Peace out. Now that we have that done, and we're trying to go ahead and do some other things, I probably won't be making another Terraria Magical Mayhem, at least until roughly when the new lunar wave comes out. Reason being is because, well, there's not much really going on now. We've did some things. I could probably make another episode doing some small aesthetic things, maybe making houses and such, but quite frankly, the real thing is, well, you know, we've already seen much as it is. The biggest part about this update was Duke Fishron. We've already farmed him. I've got the Duke Fishron mask. I got the Fishron wings. We've also gotten various other different things. We've gotten the Tempest Staff. So, yeah, a pretty good haul, like, in the least, I could say. So, that's awesome. But we're going to see a lot more with the Lunar Wave coming up. I believe there's more weapons. We're going to have a ranged weapon. We may even have new wings. Not 100% sure at this time. So, waiting to hear more information on that, when it will possibly come out. Who knows? Be nice to know a little bit more. I'm sure they'll probably give us an update here relatively soon. The other thing I probably should do right about now is probably try to get these things to better damage. Violence, nice. But melee speed's not doing anything for Capt Rob Scoozzi. Alright, so let's go down and get that taken care of. So yeah, that's just a general thing. We've got so much going on, and right now I don't really see too much going for Magical Mayhem except for what they put out. And we've done a lot. We've killed Fishron several times. I still want to put that video out on how to successfully kill him. Keep an eye out for that. I'm trying to work on that. I'm almost ready to make it here, hopefully soon, within the next 7 days, I hope. We'll see soon enough. Menacing, there we go. 4 gold and 80 silver. That's relatively cheap. So that's really dang good. I can only imagine how much that'll actually boost my damage output a little bit now. But anyway, I'm surprised that generally they wanted to make a lot of the Fishron items that drop at least 5 gold, so that way the reforging price would be a little bit more expensive. But that was kind of cheap for wings, so I didn't really pay attention to that. That's really good. I'm kind of impressed by that. Anyway, thank you for watching Ranger Danger. Like I said, we'll take a little bit of a hiatus until we get the lunar invasion out. Thank you for supporting, and who knows? It may be out sooner than later. So have yourselves a wonderful day, and if not, then just simply fake it. If you like a Terraria series, be sure to check out a Ranger Danger and a hardcore series that's currently going on. I highly appreciate it. I will see you guys again next time with more Terraria and other content available.